Okay, so we're back for the second half of A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square, and as I mentioned before, we're going down to the key of the third part of the scale, if you like, the third scale degree, as we call it, which is the key of G. So you can do any kind of 2-5 into G. It's going to be an A minor and a D7 of some sort, okay, whatever you like. Sometimes you can do this A minor 11 down to basically an A flat 7 flat 5 or a D7 flat 5. There's the flat 5. That's a nice sound, isn't it? Or you could just simply do put a flat 9 on the D. Whatever. We're now in the key of G. Okay. So the melody goes. We're going to try and harmonize that line. So we're going to start with the G major 7 simple chord down to the like a G6 type sound. We can just let that ring and get the F sharp. Then if you like, G major 6, and just get that A note with your pinky. Then an E minor 9 or G major 7, whichever, you know, these things are can be exchanged back and forth a bit here and there, whichever. And then here's the A minor, and because we've got a D note, it's an A minor 11th. You could do it here if you want. That's getting kind of thin sounding there. I like this. And now we've got a B, which makes this D a D13. Now, I like to get a 9th in there and then go to the flat 9. Hear that? Gives a little forward motion to the piece. Now, B minor 7, and it's an A note, so it's, I go up here for it. So if this is a B minor, here we've got to E minor 7 to A minor 7 and to a D7. Now you can just do that. I like to get a sharp 5 in there, so if you look at this D7, there's the 5th, the A, bring it up to a B flat. Not a nice sound, eh? Nice. And then repeat. Comes a pivot chord. We're going to go half a tone up to an F minor, which is going to be the 2 chord of the home key, E flat. So we're going a real abrupt turnaround here back into the home key. And I put a 13 in there just for, you know, these 7th chords, you know, can take an awful lot of harmonic abuse and still do their job. I won't get into an explanation of all of that, but it's a lovely sound. So let's just look at it. Love that sharp 5 in there, eh? Come on. guess where we are. Now, you can just simply end on the tonic chord, but generally you want something, I was going to say fancy, it's not fancy, but a little something to make the ending interesting. And so what I do is I take the E flat note, which is the tonic note, and wrap some different chords around it and get a little bit of motion going. So you might want to do like an A minor 7 flat 5. This is a very common thing, by the way. The sharp 4 minor 7 flat 5 is a real handy thing to go to when you want to come up with an ending quickly. And then A flat minor 7, G7 augmented, F sharp 13 to B major 7th, to E major 7, and then if you like you can go to whatever you want to do there. But it's I'm going to go through that ending now, and it's, you know, it's something that I use. It's a fairly common sort of thing to do at the end of a sort of a jazz-oriented kind of tune. So here we go. Sorry. To the F minor, and here comes the little extended ending. Okay, now that's a lot, especially if you haven't, you know, sort of been used to this style of playing, chord melody playing. As I mentioned at the beginning of the first segment of this tune, it really helps if you know your chord scales, as they call them, chord construction, chord progression. If you'd like to know more about that sort of thing, I did teach this guitar at a college level, or at a preparatory college level, for many years, and I wrote this book. It's called A Guitar Player's Workbook, and it really is a workbook. There's lots and lots of homework in here. So look, if you think that you're interested enough, and you really do have to be pretty committed to want to do this, but if you'd like to study with me, Skype style, of course. I live in lovely Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada, so wherever you hail from, if you'd like to study this with me online, I would basically just send you the book, and we would begin and have our monthly or bi-weekly or whatever lesson, however you want to do it. So you just need to message me on Facebook. I'm there, and Tom Taylor Guitar Stuff, and I do have a YouTube channel now that I've just started up. So none of us have anything to thank the present situation for, except for the fact that it's put me at home and finally kicked me into action putting these things together. So I'm going to do some more of these. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's not too frustrating. Can be sometimes, but anyway, all the best, and I'll be back with another one soon.